Hello everyone. Well, it is another windy day in the tropical Philippines. When you're in a tropical region, you're going to have a wet season and it's going to get stormy like this. So this was to be expected and it's okay. Meanwhile, just because the weather's really bad outside doesn't mean that we can't be working inside. So I rounded up some help today and we went to finishing out the walls in the garage. Moved a lot of stuff, cleaned up a lot of stuff, organized, and put my new cabinets to use. Really happy with those. And made a little progress over there. Of course, I don't want to be in an old gray, gloomy, cave-like feeling garage. I want to get it finished out where it's bright and clean like it is in here. My lights are more effective, more reflection, and something I can sit there and enjoy and have a bright atmosphere around. Let's get on to the topic for today. The topic for today is again about this building project and trying to help you guys with your future project if you're looking to ever building here, or maybe you just want to learn a little bit something, I like the learning part. So what we're going to cover today is going to be again about your lot, because this is an incomplete topic. I may have covered about ownership, but I want to cover now about the type of lot, where you want to live here. You're going to have to make a choice, and the choice is going to be, are you want to live in the city? Do you want to be near hospitals and doctors if you have health problems, quick access? Maybe you just like the city life. You just want to be right near the malls, the stores, the shops, get out, walk, go in these places. So you got to look at that. Then the next thing is maybe you don't want that life. Maybe you're not that concerned about if you get to a hospital really quick or something. Maybe your health's not that bad. And you want to live out more in what they call a province area, a rural area. And that's a great choice. It is. It's beautiful. It's cheaper to live. It's really expensive to live in the cities, but it is way cheaper to live out in the province, a rural area. Maybe you just want the peace of serenity. I know I do. I like it out here. We're not really way back in the middle of nowhere, but we're not quite the same as the city either. It's a little bit more relaxing atmosphere where I'm at. So that's a good choice. The next choice is if you go to live up near mountains and all, are you going to be prone to the flooding there of like land with the landslides and the rivers and all? Are you going to be safe there, or the danger of that? Landslides are a real thing here, and as they are in many tropical places like this. So you've got to think about that and your safety. Maybe you're up high on those mountains, big trees, a typhoon comes in. It's also dangerous. So put that into mind. Then there's this option, beachside like we are. Of course, my brother-in-law from Sweden built this home, and when he built it, he thought it was safe in. The water was at the shoreline, was several hundred feet away, and there was houses all closer to the water than him. He was kind of back set in here, and things changed. Well, some of you, I don't know if y'all figured out yet or caught it or not, but I didn't build this house. My brother-in-law in Sweden put this house here, and he got in bad health, and when he was in bad health and he has a little boy, he's married to Melinda's sister, I knew that they probably wouldn't be coming back here, And I made him an offer to buy out everything he had here, everything, whatever tools, anything. Right now, I mean, every fixture, surround sound, everything you can see in your eyes that was in the house, and outside as well, we purchased. But I did not purchase the house. um, I knew the house was a lost cause. And so, of course, we occupy the home, but we know this house is not in a good place. It's now into a danger zone, and it's just on borrowed time. So all of you that keep watching videos and seeing, oh man, why are you built out there for, blah, blah, blah. Things changed, and no, we did not build this. I would have never, ever built this house here. Why he did, I don't know. But he's with the Lord now, and whatever it is, it is. But this house will get gutted. It will be gutted, and almost everything here will go to the new place. And this is where we're going to stay on topic. If you get near the coast, you've also got more chances of the shoreline weather coming in. You're right on the blunt of it. If it's a monsoon, a typhoon, tropical storm, you're catching it first thing right when it comes off the water. And there's not always a bad thing with that, because if you're really close to the water, well, you're not going to have any flying debris, because that's all going to be back behind you. It's probably going to be your stuff hitting somebody else. But at least there's nothing out there on the water to come at you. So you got to think about that. And then you got to think about the salt. And there's the trick right there. There's the trick. If you want to have anything modern, and you want to have nice things, and you want your things to last, and you build near the salt, and there's salt spray, and there's going to be salt spray. It's just solid with it outside right now. Anything you buy will be destroyed by that salt, unless you buy something that is durable against it, and then that means you're going to pay extra. Now, of course, there's these native homes here, bamboo and cocoa lumber, maybe a little mahogany here and there or something, and they're always having to rebuild. That don't last. It's an ongoing, keep changing, and the house rots away type deal. They're living pretty simple. They don't have appliances and all these things, and air conditioners, and a full kitchen with electric gadgets inside, and refrigerators and all that. It's different for them. But if you, as a Westerner, you want those conveniences, and you're near the salt is going to destroy your things. If you want to just have those open breezes coming through the windows and doors, and you allow that air to blow inside, that salt is going to eat your things. It's all going to corrode. It's going to go bad. Salt will get in everywhere, and you're going to have a fight on your hands. So that makes my building project a way more complicated building project than someone building inland on a farm up on the side of the mountain or something like that, because everything I do has to have protection against the shoreline, waves and flooding. Water can be coming behind you because you're at a lower area. Water comes off the mountains maybe where you're at, and it's trying to head to the shore, and then you got waves coming in from the shore. So if it's your choice and you really want to be near the water, you're going to have to do your due diligence, and you're going to have to be prepared for that build, and it's going to be more costly. It just is. Like this house here, we never open it to the air. If we did, all of our things would be destroyed. It's like you open that door, you close that door, you get in. No hanging out, or I'm going to let a breeze blow through the day. Well, you just introduce salt into your home, and it's going to corrode your stuff. I mean, it's going to eat it up, no joke. So you have that. So I have to do everything like if you're building a ship and you're trying to marine proof it. Everything. Your paints have to be a higher grade. If you try to put stainless steel railing and all, well, a lot of the stainless steel in the Philippines is not that great of stainless steel. It still rust. It does. The neighbor that just built the brand new house next door to me over there in Las Conchas, their contractor put all of this stainless steel handrails all up on the top of the house, down the staircases, outside, everywhere. Look great, look beautiful, and I'm already looking over there and seeing it rusting because it is not the same quality stainless steel that we have in the Western nations. And it's no good. You might be able to source it here, but you're probably going to pay a whole lot more. They probably thought they were getting a good deal on that, and it's come back and it's going to bite them. So you've got to think about these things. If you want to put an ironworks outside and all of that, any kind of piece of metal like that, if it's not constantly painted and kept with a epoxy type paint and primer on it, and it's going to have to be recoated on a regular basis, it's going to get in there and it's going to eat it, and it will just continue to eat it, even right underneath the paint. I mean, you literally can't leave a bare spot. No joke. So you're going to be replacing things you can't keep it all protected. Some things are going to go, and that means you're going to more often than you normally would be replacing things. Got to look at all of this, all of it, right down to your door locks are going to get ate by the salt, and maybe you're going to leave and come back and stick your key in and the lock won't turn because it's already all corroded inside from the salt. Already happened right here. I had to take them off. We had to break in through a window. We had to get inside where the screws was at. We had to disassemble the locks and to get the doors open. So you got to think about those things. And speaking of doors open, this is a humid country, and you know, wood swells, right? Make sure whoever is installing a door for you that they do not set that door up too tight. They need to leave a gap, just like in the US the old timers used to leave a gap around the door. The door would swell and the house would shift or something, and that door would still work because they gave it a working room and they put a bigger stop on that jamb for that door to go against, and then it allowed more reveal around the edge without exposing the elements. So don't let them precision fit your brand new doors, and then as soon as wet season comes and your door swells, you can't open and close it, and they're going to be taking your doors back down, and they're going to be planing them down and refitting and remortising. There you go. So make sure that those things is done right from the start. Windows. When you're near the beach like this, yeah, you can get some aluminum or aluminium, however you want to pronounce it. Windows, that's what he did here. Oh, the aluminum will hold up. No, it didn't. Even the aluminum corrodes, but more so the rollers on the inside, the hardware inside the aluminum is just ordinary steel. Ate up. Most of these windows, you can't roll them. The rollers have already just disintegrated. There's part of them I've had to run stainless steel screws in and fix them shut because the window's loose. Of course, without the roller on there, it won't work right. And once again, if you just want regular old jealousy windows, those that's, you know, multiple slats of glass that open up, salt coming inside again, unless you just want to live such a basic life that you don't have anything inside that you care if the salt eats, well then you might enjoy that, you know, you might enjoy that. But we have things, and we're gonna have these things. I don't want the salt eating the electronic boards in my TV. Your TVs are vented. A lot of your stuff's vented. It's not sealed. It's got to let the heat out. And if it didn't let heat out, it can let salt in. Think about all of these things. This doesn't just apply to the Philippines. This applies to anywhere you want to live. You know, you're going to make a choice about what your lifestyle is. And if you choose a coastal region, there's a reason why those homes are higher on the coast. The reason those homes is higher is because it costs them a whole lot more to build it and to maintain it. It ain't just about property and location only. So you have to think about that. Now, for me, my wife grew up right here on the shore. Her family grew up right here on the shore. She is part of the beach life, right? She's part of the coastal fish life, all of that. And so they're used to it. And the next thing is that's where her and I fit in good, because I love being near the water. Have my whole life. I would have made better choices if when I was younger, I probably would have chose to be doing something near or on the sea. I got hung up with the life of kind of following along with my father for years, and I should have followed my own dreams earlier on, but never too late to start, and here I am right now. So you want to think about these things, and you want to think about them well. Don't make a rash decision. Take time, find the right place. It's not just about the ownership issues that we talked about in the past video. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch that, about land ownership and leasing and doing a lease back, and make sure it's a transferable lease where you can lease it back from even your Asawa or someone else, lease a property and build a house on it. You can catch that over another video. But location. So look at your health needs, your emergency medical needs that may come up. If you're diabetic, you got heart trouble, whatever it is, and the type of lifestyle that you want. Are you wanting to be in an urban setting? Are you wanting to be in a rural setting, a mountainous setting, a coastal setting? Because all of those things are easily attainable in this country right here. It has all of it, all back to back to back right here. It's not like you got to drive 1,200 miles to get to the mountains, you know, like in the U.S., and maybe you got to head another 700, 800, 900 miles to get to a coast. No, it's all closer together here. Mountains, farmland, coast. That's the way it is. So look at all those things and think about it. I'm going to make another video, and we're going to talk about some other pre-planning on your house, because you need to plan. I didn't do as much planning in the U.S. when I was younger. I just kind of went with it, you know. I was young. I built my house. I just did what I could at the time when I could. But on this particular go round, everything's going to be planned. My mind is constantly working the details. And if you're making a pretty good investment, do that. Think about the details. So we're going to talk about that on another video. Want everyone out there to know that I really appreciate you. I appreciate the positive encouragement about me putting together this vlog about this. This doesn't always just apply to only the Philippines. This applies to a lot of regions in the world, and decisions you're making, even if you're wanting to build an off-grid home, as this is going to be. This is going to be an off-grid beach house. I will not tie to the power company. When we leave this house, we're saying goodbye to the power company. And that'll be in another video coming up. Talk to you later. I appreciate all of you out there, your wonderful comments, your viewership, your support. And Mel's over with her family hanging out right now, or she'd be in here with us. But she enjoys you guys also, and she also appreciates your support very much. and your very kind, sweet messages that you give to her and us as a couple as well. Thank you very much, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day out there.